Hello everyone, I'm with me, and today we're going to be talking about my intro. Now, there was this commenter, and he said cringeworthy intro. Now, I'd understand why it's cringeworthy. I mean, it literally says, fuck your god, like just straight up right in the beginning. So I'd understand. So I tried to explain, my reason why I put the intro up. And I explained the song. But of course, he said that I don't care, and you're an edgy teenager, and you fantasize about shooting up the school. Of course, that isn't true. Edgy, I guess. Sometimes I make edgy jokes, but I don't actually think I'm edgy. I don't fantasize about shooting up the school. Whatever. I guess you can't really change some people's minds, whatever. He can believe what he wants to. But I want to get into why that's my intro. Now, for starters, the reason why I picked that as my intro is because in the beginning, usually right in the beginning of my video, it says, "Dear God." And the reason for that is so that way you get how I feel about the religion. You get my point of view. You understand what side I'm on right from the beginning. I also picked it because it's a very emotional and angry song. Obviously, there's some screamo in there. The backup vocals do screamo in that song. Judith is a song about the lead singer's mother, Judith, the lead singer being Maynard. Now, Maynard's mom was a devout believer, and still is. She died a devout believer in, Jesus and stuff. So, when Maynard was young, his mom got into a car accident which left her paralyzed, and she'd have strokes since then. It was a pretty awful existence. And the song was made, I think, 2 or 3 years before his mom actually died. And the song in question is about, it's more of like an angry song towards God, as if God existed. Because the song in question, in the beginning it says, "You're such an inspiration for the ways that I will never ever choose to be. Oh, so many ways for me to show you how your Savior has abandoned you. You're paralyzed in a hospital. Your Savior has abandoned you." And then it goes into the "your God" part, which is basically, just a, God, I hate, screw him. Your God, your Lord, your Christ. He's the one that did this to you. He did this. He took all you had and left you this way. But still you pray, you never stray, you never tasted the fruit, you never thought to question why. It's not like you killed someone. It's not like you drove a spiteful spear into his side, or a hateful spear into his side, and you praise the one who left you broken down and paralyzed. He did it all for you. It's a very angry song towards Jesus, the organized religion, and his mother, and he's very angry as to why his mother has such a devout belief in God, and he's very angry that she would still love a being that would do this to one of their most devoted followers. Now, I know you're thinking, well, she died 2-3 years later. What happened after that? Well, Maynard had a change in tone. You see, to follow up this story, in 2006, Maynard released 10,000 Days with his first band, Tool. The 2 songs in question are Wings for Marie Part 1 and Part 2, Marie being Judith Marie. And the song instead has a different light towards her belief in God. Simply put it, she, instead of Maynard being mad at her for believing in God when she was paralyzed, Maynard now thinks it's wonderful that she believed in God when she was paralyzed. It gave her a sense of hope, and somebody who was paralyzed and went through hell for 10,000 days, the literal song name and album name, and went through hell for 10,000 days, but still kept believing and still kept having faith. It's a very emotional song, and I listened to both like on a daily basis because they're both great songs. Now, the reason why I addressed this is because this dude commented cringeworthy intro, and when I tried to explain why that was my intro, he shrugged off everything I said and said I was edgy and that I wanted to shoot up the school, or I fantasized about shooting up my high school, which I don't, by the way. I've never fantasized about murdering hundreds of people. It's weird. I mean, I do it in video games, but, you know, video games, they're just faceless people. They're NPCs. They aren't real. You know, there's no effect in real life when I shoot a bunch of NPCs in a video game. There's no implications. There's nobody crying over the loss of the NPC in the video game. But, you know, I just wish he understood. I know not everybody's going to understand, but I wish he just understood, you know, why I believe the things that I do, why I like this type of music. I mean, if you listen to Wings for Marie Part 1 and Part 2, there's no screamo in there at all. I mean, the best scream that Maynard did in those songs was when he said, and it was a demanding give me my wings because he had a lot of respect for his mother. I mean, his mother went through hell for literally 10,000 days. So she has the right to yell and demand for her to get her wings. It's a very emotional song, and when I listen to it, I do end up getting a little bit emotional. Because it's emotional. And it may be emo to be sad sometimes. Or get angry at the world for their bullshit. You know, but whatever. You know, I don't go around saying that my music is superior to everybody else's. I mean, sure, it has some meaning to it that means a lot to me. But surely there are other songs and other songwriters that have deep meaning in their music too. You know, music that people write with their heart and soul into it. Nobody's music is better than somebody else's music, because music is subjective. I mean, when I have that intro, I also have it as a way to, this is the type of music that I listen to. And, you know, that makes sense. You want your intro to reflect who you are, right? And the dude took it too far, and I think he just assumes that everybody who listens to that type of music is edgy and they want to shoot up the school. When in fact, that isn't the only genre of music I listen to. I listen to a wide variety. I listen to acoustic. I listen to some piano. Like Nine Inch Nails, Something I Can Never Have. God damn, dude, that hits home. I wish sometimes people would just understand the reason why I have that as my intro. I wish he would understand. Because I get it, it's a bit cringeworthy. It says fuck your god right in the beginning. And I understand why you'd find that really cringy or really stupid. But the reason why I have it there is for a genuine reason. I'm doing it for a number of different reasons. But he's only seeing it as a means of just, oh, you're edgy and you just, you know. And apparently he's gonna do a video response to me. So if he ends up addressing my intro, I'm just gonna leave this in the link in the description down below. And also, I talked to my dad about it. I know it's a bit weird, but I talked to my dad about the comment that I got, and he's like, "Well, if it's cringeworthy and you don't give a shit about the song, then why even mention that it's cringeworthy?" Because let's be honest here, if you didn't care about the song to begin with, why did you say it was cringeworthy? Because when you say, oh, it's cringeworthy, it is like, okay, yeah, I see why, but here's why I put it. Here's why I believe that you're incorrect. But instead of seeing it that way, apparently he sees it like, oh, well, you have a superiority complex with your music, and you're edgy, etc. He seemed very rude. I'm just pointing that out. It was a bit rude. But, oh well. I mean, I can't change his mind. I'm sure he's still gonna do his video on me, and he's just gonna spout bullshit. I mean, he might even have some good points. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, that's the reason why I have the intro to begin with. It's to show the taste of music. It's just to show just a little bit about me. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like if you did. Let me know if you want more of these. Whatever the fuck this was. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye-bye.